Hi y'all, it's Pam at Pink Dragonfly Wingz here with episode number 4 of our Using Up Book Pages series. And today I'm going to do a variation of the pocket that I did last week. It's a little bit different, a little bit the same, but we're going to see how it works. It's a really cool. Let me see if I can find. This is the one that we did last time. This one here. And it has 2 pockets. Well, it has 4 pockets, but it only has 2 that are folded down. There are 2 diagonals here. Let me take all of these out of here and let me show you. Okay, so it's going to look like this. The one we're going to make today is like this. Very similar, but kind of the same. This one and this one, actually I think it's this one and this one, and we folded it up and made it a little shorter, have the 2 folds, but this one is going to do 4 folds. We're going to have 4 actual pockets. This one, 2 of the pockets are inside here, like this. So we're going to have this one. This one went here. Let's see. This one goes in. No, this one goes in between. And this one goes in between the pockets. Then we have one that goes in between the pages. And one that slides in as a tuck on the back, like so. Alrighty. This other one has 4 pockets also, but it's arranged a little different. So that's what we're going to do today, is make this one. We have our four tags, and we have the papers already cut. I'll tell you the measurements in a little bit, but we only have, let's see, I did 2 because I wasn't sure, but I decided I was going to do the blue one since the other one was kind of had a lot of pink in it. So we're going to do this one. All right, so here we go. We have our 4 tags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 short ones, 2 tall ones. We have our little pieces of paper, and we have our book page. There we go. First thing we're going to do, this book page is, let's put that back there. This book page is 5 3/4 by 9 1/4. You can make it, use a bigger book page. You can make a smaller book page. It's up to you, but this is the one that I had. So I'm going to take this one and fold this over so that we know where the middle is. Sure we are. Fold it down as even as I can and fold that. All right. Now then, I'm going to turn this over because I want the fold part to be on the inside here. The flippy part, the page part, is on here. We're going to take our first one and we are going to fold it down, not up to the fold, but close, very close. There we go. And we're going to fold this one about halfway. There we go. And then we're going to take this one and fold it back this way. And we're going to put a little glue on it just so that it stays down. Otherwise, it's going to flip around and cause a problem. So I'm just going to put a little glue on it to fold it down. And then this one folds back this way. That's part of the reason that we don't want it right up next to this fold right here, because it puts a lot of extra stuff in that crease and it makes it wider, and it will make your crease tear and all that kind of stuff, and we don't want that. So we're going to put just enough glue in here to hold this down so that as we move our tags in and out of the pockets, in and out of here, that little flap doesn't keep getting pulled up and eventually torn off. All right, so we have our first 2 pockets done right there. we're going to take this part and fold it up. Well, actually, let's go ahead and fold these pieces. So I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold this one in this way. There we go. And we're going to fold this one in about halfway. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold this towards this direction, this one towards this direction. So we're turning them inside. This is on the back. So we're going to glue this down right there. Open this up and glue this one down, just so that it doesn't keep flopping up. Over time, these book pages are thin enough that over time they're going to kind of tear and get weak and all. All right, so we're going to turn it back over to the top. And the reason I know that this is the top of the front, because the words are right side up over here. On the back, I turned it up, fold these pockets in. The words are upside down. So that's just kind of how I know that this is the front pocket, but it's going to fold up like this. Okay, so we're going to kind of gauge here so that we have all 4 of these little slats right here. These little fold outs are all going to be more or less about the same. I'm not measuring it, but I'm eyeballing it so that these pieces are all the same, just like they are on this piece. And we're going to fold this down. So we're going to have our page. Go back and reinforce all of our folds just so that we know they're good and creased. The glue has been spread and we're ready to go. Now, before we get started, I am going to, before we glue this together, I'm going to open this back up and we're going to go ahead and put our papers on here, simply because it's easier to do it now than to work a piece of paper down in this pocket. Okay, it's just easier, trust me. Before we do that though, I think we're going to go ahead and ink. Y'all know that I ink everything, so I'm going to go ahead and ink all the way around here. We're going to cover it up to the edges, so it doesn't have to be super neat, but it does need to be inked just because I like inking and I like that look. And there you go. So we're going to ink all the way around, all the way down this side. Okay, we're going to fold. Well, let's go ahead and do this one so I don't forget to come back and do it. We're going to fold, ink this little fold right here. Make sure we've already done this one. So the first fold here is inked. The second fold here is inked. The third and fourth folds will be inked on this side. So let's just fold this right around here. We'll go on up. It doesn't matter that it's inked on the back because this one is intended to be glued down, and there's a reason for that. But let me go ahead and do this part and go ahead and ink this one down. And I'm a pretty heavy inker, so if you don't like inking, don't do it. If you don't like heavy inking, lighten it up. It's up to you to do this the way you want to do it. So now we have our front all inked up. Our back is inked up as good as it needs to be. We can put a little more ink back here, do what you want to with it, but it's not a big deal because we're going to glue it down. Now then, I'm going to put this over here, and we're going to open this up and open this up. Our words are right side up. So we're going to get our little papers. I have 4 of these little bitty papers right here. And what I'm going to do is decide which one's going to go where. And I think that I would like, to put this big flower right down here. So I'm going to measure this one for the front. And then I'll just cut it off and measure it. Alrighty. So that's for this first pocket. That's the fourth pocket. Then we're going to put this one. Let's put this one right here on this one so that it will show up. And I'm going to put it right up here at the top. Fold it up. Not going to show a lot, but it will show off these little flowers right here. So this will be number 3. So let me get my pencil. That I never can find my pencil. So this one is going to be number 2. This one is going to be number 4. And then, let's see, this one can be right here. If we scoot it in a little bit, we can put this over here to this edge and have some of that coming out here. Actually, I kind of like that one for this. Let's see. Let's just see. And if I hold this up, I can kind of see through the window where the paper's gonna end up. And I do kind of like it right there. So we're going to have a little bit of flower with one of these coffee stains over here. So we'll make this one our number 1. So we have number 1, number 2, and that means through default, this one is number 3. Alrighty, so we're going to start here with number 1. And we're going to put it right up here to the edge, but not close, not in the crease, but very close to the crease. And I want to get it so that I have to cut off as little as possible. So we're going to put that one right there and glue this down. So we're going to start right up here, glue all of our edges, and I'm having it go right up to the edge. So, and this glue and I go round and round every day. It does. I guess I could clean this little nubbin out every day and it's still going to get stuck. But there we go. Little bit of glue on there. And we are going to put this to the edge at the top and right there to the edge. Whoops. Come on. You haven't had time to stick that hard. Let's put a little bit more glue. If I could get that off, it obviously did not have enough glue on it. So let's go around the edges again a little bit more. I'm going to put that up at the top and this over here at the edge. Well, come on, baby. Have a hard time getting it at the edge there and at the edge here. So I'm going to go for that and cut that off over here on this side. That'll work. That works for me. Okay, so we're going to narrow this down. Now, if you want to, you certainly could turn this back. But the more you put in here, the more extra stuff you're going to have back here. But it's no big deal. It really is no big deal. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn this over and cut this off here on the edge because we want this side to be smooth. And we're going to cut this off. Actually, we're not going to cut that off. We're going to cut this whole piece off. There we go. Right down. Be real careful not to cut your book page because it will open up this seam right here if you cut that off, and we don't want that. It would still work, you could still do it, but it's let's see here. Here we go. All right, and I got this just ever so slightly uneven, so we'll just trim that. There's our first piece. This is not going to be seen, but it's glued down so it won't interfere with our pocket coming up and down. And now we can do part 2. And this is number 2. And let's see, we were going to put this over here just because we were, weren't we? There we go. So that is going to fold up and be right there. Very cool. Okay. So we're going to glue this one down. And let's see how far down this goes so I know how far to glue it. And we'll glue it right down to here. And we're gluing it all the way to the edges. You don't have to. You can leave a little space, a little 1/4 of an inch or an 1/8 of an inch on there to show your book page through that. I'm just not doing it on this one just simply because it's, now I've lost my pen. There it is. This is the neatest little nubbin when it works. When it doesn't work, it can be a real pain in the patoot. Take those off. It really is difficult to do things when you have to wear glasses, but you see better up close with the glasses than you do far off. And I am tired of messing with that, so we're just going to get our Fabri-Tac glue and put that on here. Alrighty. And we're going to put this corner up to the corner and down the side very evenly. Inch it down, or inch it down. We're going to burnish it down. Now, we are going to open this up and cut around this one. Okay. So we're going to go right down here, being careful not to cut the book page. Get as close to the book page as you can get without cutting it. There we go. Now we have just a little nub in there. I don't think that's going to make a big difference. I'm going to put these over here because little scraps will go in our nubbin pile. And there we go. We have our second pocket covered. Okay. We're going to fold you up. And this is going to be number 3. Yes. Number 3. Nope. Uh-oh, I put the wrong one on the wrong one already, even numbering them. I put number 3 up there. That's quite all right. We're going to put number 1 right here. And it's going to fit just fine. We're going to open it up, turn it upside down, and put this one. We're going to have to cut this one. I think that I want to pull it up just a little bit. Let me hold it up in the sun here and do this. Let's fold it over to there. Actually, I kind of like it right there. I like that one. Okay, so we're going to put it just right here to the edge and here to the edge. So there we go. We're going to get some glue and put it right here on the edge, down to here. And we're going to have to cut a little bit more off of this one because our pocket's getting a little smaller each time. There we go, no problem. We're going to put you right over here and this one right up there. And we'll get a little bit of this little stamping seal on here. And that's going to work perfect. Burnish that glue down and spread it around a little bit. And we'll hold this up. We are going to have to cut this off of the bottom this time, but that's okay. It's not a problem. Just be careful not to cut your pocket. And there I went and cut my pocket. Every time I say, don't do that, I do that. And we're going to fold you right back like this. We'll put a little piece of washi tape on that, just to keep it protected a little bit. Let's try real hard not to cut this one. There we go. And then we could fold this one back as well and not have to worry about cutting it. Just put just a little bit of glue back here on this piece. And all this does is it kind of helps reinforce a little bit that pocket going in and out, or the tag when we get those done, of going in and out. Makes this little crease right here just a little tougher, a little stronger. Makes it a little better for us. Now then, before I get started too much, let's see here. I need some washi on that. But I think that I may wait and fold this paper down. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold this paper down on this one a little bit. Fold it up to here, since it is quite a bit longer. And we'll fold it down here and fold that up. That's going to take care of that little cut that I put in it. So we're going to put that in there. I really like this side, but I'm going to lose the butterfly either way, so it's not going to really make that much difference as to which one. But I really wanted the butterfly. Maybe I can cut him off and put him in a better way, a different way. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do it like this. So there we go, right down to here, which will mean we won't have to cut this. It will fit. Go ahead and cover up that hole, and we'll put that right there. Not on the crease, right up to the crease. Now, the difference between this glue, the Fabri-Tac glue, and the art glitter glue that I was using in the beginning is that this gives you a little bit of time to do some moving around if and you so need to do that, which of course I usually do. So let's go ahead and just cut this off right here and fold this piece back like we did on the others. I think that is a really good idea to do that, and I just thought of that as we were working here. Just help strengthen that up just a little bit. Put you there. Fold you down, crease you out good. Okay. We are going to have a little bit of glue seepage because I kind of tend to go overboard with the glue. But that's okay. We can certainly wipe that off. Now I am going to let it dry for a minute while we work on our tags. And let this glue seep in and dry really good, because I don't want it stuck together since it's got some glue back here. But it seems to be drying already, so we can go ahead and do some inking on this. We want to mainly do these little pockets, the little flaps. We can go ahead and do this little flap. We will do the bottom flap. And we will do the top flap. Now, did I get them all? I think I did. I don't know. We'll find out when we fold it up, won't we? All right. Words are right side up, so this is our biggest pocket. Fold it over this direction. There's our second pocket. fold this up, and we're going to have to recrease this because of the little piece I folded over down here. But see, it covered up where I cut that paper. Made that a little stronger. Not a problem. I do want to ink it a little bit though, just to make sure. Ooh, my finger is itching. And then we'll just ink up this side a little bit just to make it look nice. All right, so there's our pocket. Now, what we want to do is I want to put just a little glue right here, just enough to hold that pocket together. We're going to put a little bit here, right on the edge, just to hold that pocket down. And then we're going to put this one and put it on here to hold that pocket down. We're not going to have to put any on the back one. All right, now I'm going to put this aside, set it over here, and let that glue dry just enough, and we're going to work on our little tags here. So we have 4 tags, and all we're going to do is the edges. We're going to round the edges, and let's just do little round ones. I think that will work just fine. And we'll do the medium size, because these are not terribly big. And we're going to have all 4 of them. Go ahead and ink them and go ahead and put them around. And I'm not going to decorate these. And the reason for that is because I know that I want to use this in some kind of floral way because of the flower paper that we use. These are all flowers. So I want to stick with that idea on our tags, but I have a full package. Let me show you. These little things that I put my projects in, I use these for storage as well. And I have a whole package this size of flowers, acetate flowers, that I use in my journaling. I use them all the time. I have absolutely no idea where it is. I have torn this craft room apart looking for them. My granddaughter came over and was scrapbooking with me for a weekend, and she had some little envelopes like this that I had given her to put her stuff in, but I called. She does not have them. I thought maybe she'd gotten them mixed up with her envelopes. She doesn't have them. I don't have them. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that somehow it got mixed up in the trash and the whole envelope got thrown away. So I have ordered a few more flowers. I'm waiting for them to come in. And when they come in, then I will put some flowers on the front of these little cards. In the meantime, they're going to have to be naked. All right, so here we're just going to ink around. We've gone around the corners, and I'm going to ink both sides. And when I get my flowers in, whenever they decide to arrive, I'll go through here and pick out some pretty flowers to put in here. I don't know if I'll do blue flowers or if I should do another color. Blue flowers may get lost in this pocket. I don't know. I could do white, or maybe something in the blue family that's not blue, like purple, or sort of a fuchsia color or something like that. I don't know. If you have any ideas or thoughts on that, color of flowers to go on the front of our pockets, put it in the comment section and let me know. I'm always open to ideas. And I've ordered a little package of flowers in each color, so I'll have all kinds of colors to choose from, but may not have a lot of choice on the kind of flower, but that's okay. I've been collecting those flower stickers for several years and using them, and now I've lost the whole envelope, so can't afford to replace them all at once, but I did replace just a few, so I don't know. Do y'all have that kind of problem, or is it just me? I seem to spend most of my time, or at least half of my time, in my craft room hunting something I just had and can't find it. And then when I don't need it anymore, I'll find it. But I haven't found my flowers yet, so I don't know where they are. Alrighty, so there we go. We have all of those inked up and ready to go. The front ones, the smaller ones, are going to go in the front 2 pockets. So let's make sure I didn't glue those down. Oh, I forgot to glue this side. I sure did. I sure did. Just a very thin edge. The bigger edging or little edging of glue that you put down, the smaller your pocket will be, because it's taking up more room. So try to make as little of a line of glue here on this side and on these sides as well as you can, so that you can keep as much room here for your pocket. That gives us quite a bit of room. So we're going to put our first tag right there. Our second smallest one will go right back here. And y'all know I kind of always cockeye these because I can never get them in here straight, and then they look crooked. So I just start out making them look crooked from the very beginning. All right, here's our third pocket back here. Now, this is where you have a choice. You can glue this down in your journal all on 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, and make this another pocket. You can glue the whole thing down and not use this tag at all if you just want the 3, and that's cool too. You can just glue this side and this side and make this a tuck so that it will slide in this direction. And that's what I intend to do with it. And that way, if I want to leave it kind of sticking out a little bit, maybe I could put a little flower on this card and leave it sticking out a little bit so that it looks kind of different. I can do that. If I close this pocket up and glue it in, that is restricted by just this much space. You know, and that's cool. You can do that. You can certainly do that. I have done it many times. I like doing it. It's just on this one, I'm going to make this one a tuck. So if you watch my channels, you know that sometimes I don't always know exactly what I'm going to do. Well, where is my itty bitty tape? My itty bitty tape. I have no itty bitty tape. I have no flowers. There's my itty bitty tape. I tell you, like I said, I spend half of my time hunting something. So this is little 1/8 inch double-sided tape. It's not going to be enough tape to hold this in here. That's not the purpose of putting the tape on there. The purpose is so that I tell myself later, when I get ready to use this pocket in a journal, I am telling myself that I made this tag with the intention of putting glue on this tape and only gluing it on 2 sides. Then I'm telling myself, leave this side open. And it's just a little message to myself that I've learned to do so that I will remember that this is a tuck spot and not a pocket spot. Okay? So then I can put that right back over here on the back. And I will probably put it in my journal like so. And then I can just slide this tag in and out however I want to. Like this. And then I can, you know, I could put it like that if I want to. I probably won't, but I could. So there you go. So there's your little tag. We're going to decorate this at some point, and make it look really cute with the flowers and stuff. I don't need a flower on here, so let's see if we can find a little piece of lace. And I have a little box of lace nubbins here. And I don't know about that piece. Now that's going to cover up everything, so let's, I wonder how this is some really pretty lace I got. It's little butterflies with these little dangles on it. But that's really a little, well, it would fit on there that way, but I don't know, that's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. And put that on there like that. Okay, maybe. I don't know. I just don't know. And I could put a little word right here. Maybe a little word up here. Okay, let's see here. Let's get these little scissors and see if we can snip this off here at the edge. And I just think these little flowers or these little butterflies are so cute when we get them on in the right way. Well, now we need to cut off this side because it's, apparently I cut the last one off and didn't cut it, but I saved these little nubbins because I put them, I have a little box of, or it's not a box, it's actually a Coca-Cola jar that I made. And what did I do? Oh, I left the other one over here. This one I put colored pieces in, and this one I put white pieces in, or beige or neutral colors. And I put it all in there, and then when I get it full, there's a little piece right there. I'll put him in there. Then I use it to make my snippets. And so I just keep those right there on my desk and put my things in there and have it ready to go when it gets ready. So, alrighty. Wonder, what if we get, and just maybe lightly, that little butterfly is so white. But let's just put a few little smears on there like that. Just enough to give it some color so that it's not just going whoa at you. And then we can put a pretty little something right there. Maybe at some point. Okay, let's cover this up. Put you back over here because we're done with you. Please don't fall. And we're going to put a little glue on here, just on the butterfly. We want the dangles to be able to move, so we can do that. Put down our little feelers so they don't get jerked off at some point. And we will just turn this around and put it just like that. Pull you up just enough that we can get a cool word down here. Little message. Let's get our words. I have those in a box over here. I have a grandson that was a Lego guru. And so I have lots of little Lego boxes around that. Oh, that one's kind of cool, but I don't know that that's going to show up very much. That one might be a little bit too big. That would be cool if that print was a little smaller. Wholesale flower market. Oh, that's kind of cool. Because we're going to put flowers on our tags. So that would be pretty cool. Okay, we're going to use you. Yep, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to ink you in brown so that you stand out from the blue. There we go. Put just a little glue on the back of this. This glue sticks really good, so let's put that right down at the bottom. Well, that is not cut very straight. Let's see if we can cut that off. Straighten that up a little bit before the glue dries. You know, I don't cut straight at all. I just don't, but crooked lines like that just drive me bananas. So, there we go. There we go. That is much better. You are perfect. Perfect. Okay. There we go. And there's our little tag. Here's our little pocket with our 4 little tags, 3 little tags, and a tuck spot. And there you go. Very quick, very easy to make, very super job to do for mask making. Sit and watch in front of the TV, fold these and glue them and ink them and just have an enjoyable night watching a movie or something. So there we go. There's that one. Here is this one. Let's put our tags back in here. And once again, I'm waiting on flowers, so there you go. And then we also have a tuck spot on this one. We can put it right here. And I have a little paper clip that I keep it on with some little beads on it. And you could even clip it like that. Cover the back of this page. And then you could use this and use it as a clip-in in your journal. That would work as well. So just be creative and do you. Do what you want to do and make it look awesome and cool, and you'll be proud. If you do one, please put a picture down in the comment section down there so that the rest of us can enjoy your creativity and see what you're doing and what you're making. And that is awesome. That is awesome. That's part of this process. We learn from each other. And I'm picking glue off of my fingers. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Love to count you along in our membership for our Pink Dragonfly Wingz creative group. We don't really do anything. It's just what I call my subscriber group. So hopefully maybe when I get a little better at this technology thing, I can figure out how to do a little sign-on group where maybe we could get together and make a tag together. That would be really fun and really cool. So, but I got to have some help with that. So I'm working on it. But if you get a chance, share the video with everybody you know. We need subscribers, and I'm depending on y'all. So there you go. If you get a chance, go check out my little store. I have a little online store through Shopify. Has a lot of little scrapbooking things in there, but there are some other little things. Go check it out. It's at www.pinkdragonflywingz, all one word, a Z on the end of wings.com. Check it out and see what all we have to offer in there. And, you know, holidays are not too far away, so never too early to start shopping. Anyway, there you go. I love you all. Thank you so much for your support. And until next time, you be creative too. Bye-bye.